So like I said, we got this out at our landfill here. And we're just going over there. You can see the sign over there says shingles. So this is where roofers and contractors are going to come to dump their shingles off. And obviously with the shingles they pull off a roof, there's bound to be nails in them. So last time we were here, I actually saw a truck get a flat tire just from coming in and out of here. So we are just going to come and clean up the place the best we can while testing this new magnet. So this magnet has a 4.5 by 4.5 magnet assembly in it, which is very similar to most of our hanging magnet line. So what that gets you on this one is an 8.5 inch pickup height. So the magnet will pick up a 2.5 inch nail from a height of 8.5 inches. So with the recommended sweeping height being 2 to 5 inches, which Ben's running it at right now, well, not at the moment, but when he was running it, it's going about 2 to 5 inches. You have plenty of pickup power to get most nails. I can see a bunch of nails already getting collected at the bottom here. So there are some key differences between this thing and the Meerkat and maybe the Sakoki. They do operate on a very similar gravity dump clean-off method. Same thing where you clean it off like a normal bucket, where you just dump it forward and everything falls off. What the Lynx has compared to the Meerkat is a aluminum pan rather than a stainless steel pan. So this is to save weight to enable it to work on these little tiny skid steers, as well as it saves money. So the Lynx weighs only about 350 pounds. I think it's slightly less at 348. So it's very manageable to move around. You can move it around a shop without heavy equipment if necessary. You put it on a dolly, easily move it. But it still has plenty of pickup power. I see lots of nails getting collected there. But that aluminum pan rather than stainless steel just makes it a little bit more vulnerable to ground strikes. So we've already hit the ground multiple times with this thing today, and it hasn't broken. But the aluminum's definitely not as strong as stainless steel, so you're not going to want to pound this thing into the ground as much. It does seem to have a very good pickup power though. Ben's going pretty quickly on that little skid steer, and it's still picking up some nails. You can hear him clicking. So this sweeper is a very budget-friendly option for lots of different professions. This could be useful for farmers. This could be useful for landscapers. This could be good for construction crews, because some of our other sweepers are pretty expensive for just a normal construction crew to buy. A lot of them you'd have to have a really big nail problem if you were going to need our bigger sweepers to clean it up. This thing's more of a budget option. Like I said, it's made out of different materials. It's lighter, it's weaker, but it's a very good option. It still does a great job of cleaning up these nails. And any big construction crew that's got a skid steer and is maybe doing like a suburb project where you're doing a couple houses, this thing would be invaluable to get into tight spaces and clean up any nails or metal that's left behind by your crew. Also, same thing with a farmer. I've gotten a lot of requests over the years for something to clean out hay, because a lot of farmers have hay they're putting into horse stalls, or they plan on putting into horse stalls, and they want to run through it to get the nails out. So with a lot of magnets, that's not easy, but on a skid steer, you can kind of push it through and rake through the hay, especially if you have our debris digging rake option. And skid steers are pretty easy to come by on most farms. So this is a nice budget option to just clean up pastures, clean up around fields, clean up around your shop, and like I said, clean up hay to put in your stalls. And on the construction side of things, this makes a very unpleasant job of walking around pushing a magnet all day very easy, because in most cases you just sit in your skid steer and drive, and this one you just kind of stand on it. So it's a very easy option to just clean.